Hello, everyone. Yes, it is a very different time on a Wednesday, but here we are playing Honkai Star Rail. So I told you all that I'd probably be streaming later in the day. This is a bit later than I was expecting, but later in the day once I got my day job. Um, and so my schedule during the week, if I'm gonna keep up the 3 days of streaming, is obviously gonna be a little janky because it has to be like whatever I can do around my day job. Um, and so we will definitely have to be doing that, but we are actually brain completely shorted out just then. But I'm doing pretty good. Day job has been it's pretty interesting so far. We're still in training. Um, and so I'm pretty hopeful about this. It seems like it might be an actually like a pretty decent job. Um, but we'll have to see because I'm gonna be on a rotating shift. My shift will change every 2 weeks, I believe. So it might look like some days on 1 week shift, I might just stream the day I'm off during the week because it's one of those like I work 4 days during the week and a Saturday. So it'd be like I stream on my day off, I'd stream once I get home on Friday, and then I stream on Sunday. Um, and then on the other week where I'm having like afternoon shifts kind of thing, I might stream in the morning, like super early in the morning. We'll just have to see. But we'll eventually get something more straightened out. But for now, it's a very fluid streaming schedule. So I'll try to keep it up to date online, but as shown by today, might not do the best at that. But my name is Tate. I go by Poe. Thank you all so much for watching. For those who have decided to come back to watch me have mental breakdowns playing this game. So there is one thing I apologize greatly for, and it is the title of this video, is that I did get my husband. Let's see. There he is. Oh yeah, should I just... I'm like, should I change him here? Or keep these guys and then just change my icon to have his 5-star form? I feel like that's, like, the more fun way. Because I've had Dan Hung as my profile forever. Because my support character will remain Gepard. Who is my best boy. He's not my husband, but he is my best boy. But I did have to do it off stream because his last day was yesterday, you know? And he made me wait, and he did make me open my wallet. I said I wasn't going to, but I lied. I spent about $6 on him. So, it's a $6 well spent, in my opinion. I was wondering if he was going to sit on his tail, but I haven't seen that one. And then this is the light cone I have for him. You can tell it's the Nameless Glory, one of their light cones. And I haven't done much else with him. And then, of course, we have Bailu, who is the one who made me suffer trying to get my husband. But, like, I got down to single pulls because I was so desperate trying to pull for him. And he came home on the 77th pull, like pretty much one of the very last pulls I had yesterday. Like it was final hour, he finally came home. I say that, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. And so, of course, we now have Fu Xuan looking pretty and neat. I love her light cone. Her light cone looks awesome. I'm not really interested in using her all that much. Like, she's an interesting character, but she just doesn't strike me as like I have to have her. But I might do a pull or two on this banner anyway because I would like to get the new 4-star so that I can keep up my current reigning title of having all of the 4 stars. But we are a long way off from getting a 10 pull. But so I opened this up with our achievements because I have been grinding like mad while you all haven't been here trying to get pulls for our husband. Thankfully that paid off. So one of them is deal equal to or more than 150,000 damage in a single hit. Again, no idea when this occurred. Was not paying attention. A lot of times on big maps, I will quite literally just leave. I will leave it on auto, and then I'll just leave the room to do something because it takes a while, you know? To do like the swarm bosses or to do like the simulated universe bosses. So another one, collect chapter Nihility 1 in Swarm Disaster. I'm making pretty decent progress on Swarm Disaster. I'm not like super far into it, but I'm also, I'd say, pretty good. We got through all Planar Fisher. Make sure to remember to do this if you are playing at the time of this live stream. Like I said, working our way through it. And then we can do her showcase, but I'll just do that on my own. She is so cute. That's why I'm definitely gonna pull at least a couple of times on Fushwen's to try and get links. And I think that's about everything. Unless you all just want to see where I am in the simulated universe. I do almost have a character fully maxed out. I think I'll be maxing him out today. I think I got just under the amount of traces. Yeah, I'm literally missing 2 of these flowers, and I will finally have my first character fully maxed out. He'll be level 80 light cone, and then his entire skill tree done. Of course, eventually I will need to try and pull for his 5-star light cone, but that's in the future, whenever he eventually gets his rerun. But yeah, I almost have this entire trace done, and then I will be moving on to Jing Yuan's. Jing Yuan will be closer to like full stats because I do have his 5-star light cone. But yeah, so I'll give you a quick show of where I am. So when it comes to worlds in Simulated Universe, I have all of World 3 done. I think, yeah, I'm only missing World 5, or Difficulty 5 on World 4. Same thing here, I am only missing the last difficulty on World 5. And I have all the difficulties done for World 6. Now, World 7 is where I'm getting stumped. The other day, I tried to do difficulty 3, and that deer just obliterated me. So I'm gonna try that again once I get more of their traces done, hoping that maybe once I buff my team a little bit, I might be able to do better at this difficulty level. And then in Swarm Disaster, as you can see, we have 7 of 13 of the Aeon meetings here, walking on the path of the Aeon, or whatever you want to call it. And then we are making some progress in getting the lore. Oh, we got a part 4 to that. I honestly thought it was replaying a part I had already done, so I did not read that. I'll have to reread that then. But we are making some progress in the lore. Not quite 50%, but we're getting there. I am close to halfway on some of these, and then not even close on other ones. And then on this new tree we have, I am down here. These are all World Difficulty 3 quests that you have to do. I have not got a single one of the mystery requirements unlocked. And then I think I have the entire, yes, I have the entire ability tree for the main simulated universe unlocked. And then I just completely upgraded this one. And so I'm going to start saving these tokens to then buy the Hunt Path card. Or I was thinking about maybe I should wait because these are good on the Trailblazer for whatever path you have on it. Since we've also introduced a Nihility path, I'm curious if we might get the Nihility path before we get the Hunt path. So I'm kind of debating on if I should wait until our Trailblazer in the story gets their new path. But yeah, so that's accomplishment-wise. I have not gotten any farther on Forgotten Hall. Forgotten Hall levels up with your character or with your equilibrium level right here. And so since my equilibrium level is so high, my characters are actually garbage. Set up build-wise. We have not gotten any farther. The good thing, though, is I now have 2 entire teams of 5-star characters, and they're pretty decent teams. I have my main team here, and then Kafka, Branya, Bailu, and Danheng. Inhibitor Lune. Yeah, so making pretty good progress there. We should be able to start grinding out Forgotten Hall. Now, if you all remember, I was talking to Todd. This is the guy who took some of like the egg white from the eggs that are in Scale Gorge Waterscape, and it allowed him to become young again. We had the decision on if we could tell people, like we could tell the people on the CN show that he quite literally was stealing immortality, or we could keep it a secret. I chose to tell them because if you all remember in a prior live stream when we had to leave him alone with the eggs, I was like, nope, he's gonna do something to the eggs, and I was right. So this one's a text from Clara. It could either be an extension of her companion mission with the robot that has the sentience, or it could just be a straight text from her. So let's see. Okay. Looks like it's an extension of her companion mission because she is talking about the robot. It's been a while since the incident with Pascal. Big brother, do you want to visit Pascal? I got into trouble again? No, Pascal has been very good. Anyway, big brother, if you're coming to see us, remember to be in Rivet Town's timpering workshop. I wonder if that's like a optional quest. Okay. Well, it's a mini quest. It's not an optional one. Alright. I would do the old man voice, but he's no longer an old man. Sorry to disturb you, Kalis. Would you happen to have time to meet up? I think we've already said all there is to be said. I've already explicitly refused. That's not what I wanted to discuss, Kalis. Come to the shores of Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'm not going to talk about immortality or single things such as fame and wealth. How about helping out with an old friend's last fickle request? Or think about it as giving a terminal patient his final care. My guy, did you revert quickly back to being an old man after gaining your youth or something? Alright, one from March. Kalis, you there? Definitely the sibling answer of no. No, I'm Pom Pom. Yeah, you totally look like Pom Pom. Alright, stop kidding around. There's something important. I suddenly remember there was this one thing that caught my attention during this trip to the La Fu. The Matrix of Precedent, Ultima, the Divination Commission. The Master Diviner used that thing to interrogate Kafka and saw right into her memories without Kafka even saying a word. So I was thinking, could this Matrix be used on me? So March expressed this thought during the main quest. Spoilers, sorry. And so maybe this will have, like, they probably introduced, Fu Xuan's companion mission in this, in this part of the update. So this might be a lead-in to that. Why didn't you ask her at the seat of divine foresight? The Lafu had just experienced a huge incident. Jing Yuan is injured, and the Master Diviner needs to manage the whole place. I couldn't bring up this personal matter. True. So I thought I'd wait till she wasn't so busy, and then we could go to the Divination Commission together to ask her. No problem. Let's meet up at the Divination Commission. I knew it. You're the best. It's a lot of talking to March, so... Interesting. But we did get a new companion mission. Alright, and so this group chat, Gepard, Serval, and Kalis is probably because of Serval's companion mission that we finished in the last live stream. Kalis, you there? Yeah, what is it? You probably guess. We want to ask you for help. Fine, tell me what you need. Can you please come to the Belobog Museum's finishing room? We can have a chat there. Sure thing, I'll be there soon. Can't say no to my snuggle. There's another companion mission with them? Okay. I hope this one's more Gepard-centric. No offense to Serval, but I do like Gepard more. As expected from you, we're gonna wait for you there. Well, I was almost done. You all saw what it looked like a few minutes ago. I only had two companion missions and a normal mission, and I'm like, oh, we could totally get that knocked out in our next live stream. And now we are back to 4 companion missions and 2 submissions. We're catching up though. We're gonna make it. Alright, let's start with Todd. My best guess is it's only temporary, and he would have to keep siphoning the eggs to retain his youth. Or something. Or he might be degrading faster because, like, rapid degeneration or something. That's usually how these, like, shortcuts to... Oh, he's gotten younger. I was about to... That's completely in the other direction, but that's what I was... It also in lines with what I was going to say, that a lot of these, like, shortcuts to gain your youth back and stuff, it's either you revert very quickly back to being old if you don't keep taking whatever the product is, the elixir, or I guess what's happening here is you just keep getting younger and younger until you just don't exist anymore. Oh my gosh, you have become a child. A child stands alone by the sea, and for some reason his young face looks rather familiar. There you are. I was just hanging out over at the High Elder statue, and there was this guy, completely silent, who couldn't take his eyes off me. I thought he could be from the Ten Lords Commission, so I snuck over here. What in the world happened? I was just a little sloppy with my experiment, an inevitable result. I thought I'd gain immortality, but unfortunately things were not that simple. My body, it keeps shrinking. My skin, muscles, organs. Indeed, I'm getting younger, and you see, but this youth doesn't seem to have an off switch. Yes, but so far as I know, the rebirths have a limit. Test results indicate that this de-aging process seems to have no endpoint. Won't be long before I'm illiterate and won't be able to understand my own reports, which would seem no different from regular dementia. In the end, I might even become an egg again, just like the Vidyahara. Perhaps I could become a human embryo once again. I mean, I'm not a Vidyahara, am I? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? My wish came true, just not in the form I thought it would take, the old monkey's paw. The oldest stories in human civilizations are fables that take this line. Seems like they aren't just cliché after all. Todd's little eyes light up with a flash of arrogance that was beyond his years. That look in your eyes. Are you pitying me? Please, Kalis, there really is no need for anything. Just coming to chat with me is a cause enough for celebration. I didn't expect us to just be chilling out by the seaside like this. This is actually cute. In this life, I've been far better off than most people who don't even know what they want, let alone how to get it. I became a published author. I've taken on countless apprentices. I may have had no children, but there are several of my students who I'm rather proud of. Best of all, I've lived to see the results of my research, despite it's all turning into a nasty joke. But Enough. That's enough for now. I'm satisfied. The child's cherub face seems to be smaller yet again. Sorry, that's a lot just to dump on you. I just wanted to say thank you. Thanks to you, Kalis, for being there for me right from the start. By the way, I've recorded all the data from my experiments here. Whether you want to pass it on to my apprentices, destroy it, or even hand it over to Ciencio authorities, the choice is yours. Goodbye, my friend. Does he just, like, fade out of existence? Wait, why is Blade there? I just wanted to see what he does. Well, he's just stopped here looking at... Why is Blade over here? So this, like, it's literally the day of, so I have 0 spoilers. Like, absolutely none. What? Hello? A figure is standing here, completely silent as it gazes... Oh, this is the guy that he was saying was staring at the High Elder statue. At the statue in the distance. It's you. It's me! Elio has other plans for you, so you may leave here alive. Why are you here? Mourning for folly. That guy, was he happy? Is he talking about Todd? I think so. Everybody dies. Some people die harboring hatred, while others get to visit their own burial site. But I can only live and keep living on, endlessly forever. That man lets out a lengthy sigh and stops looking at you. Can I give the info to him? I would love to give the info to him. Maybe it can help with whatever he has. Cause isn't he Mara struck? I kinda wish I pulled for him, but there's no way I would have been able to get him, Kafka, and Don Hong, so I'll just have to wait for his rerun. Alright, so I don't know if you all have been doing this daily quest yet, but for some reason, there are like, once you do the Unshackled quest, you will start finding, you'll get like a daily quest to destroy any monsters that have been released by the Unshackled, and you can find bottles of some person who's like lost out at sea. And it's an interesting set of daily quests because like every day you're communicating with this guy who has like the bottle because he's lost somewhere in the Scale Gorge waterscape, right? And in our last one, it was like, what do you think of his message? And then depending on your answer, it gives you a path, and then tells you to use that path when you go into the simulated universe next. The path it told for me was preservation. If anything interesting turns out of that, I'll tell you all in the next stream. Because the simulated universe is pretty boring, I'd say, to watch. Alright, so that was that one. So let's go check in on Pascal, I guess, and Clara, and of course, Father Svarog. I don't even know what that voice was. Oop.
Good boy, Pascal. Oh, it's you. I'm just doing a checkup on Pascal. He's been doing great. Mr. Svarog's programs are extremely effective. It's just hard to know if it'll last. Would you like to speak with Pascal?
I wonder if we would have this quest if we told her to get rid of Pascal.
Pascal, carry out Clara mission. Protect Rivet Town. Waiting, everybody. Come back, live together.
You're in good health, Pascal. Today's checkup is over. Shall we head back now?
Please, wait. Flower, flower, flower for you. Don't forget.
Huh?
Pascal, make myself. Scraps, parts, Not stolen. Very clean. You. Good. Pascal. Happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Clara. Big brother.
Thank you, Pascal. Big brother, would you like a flower?
Of course, I would love a flower. Life cycle of software objects. Choose not to format little robot in the mission Rarely Affectionate Part 2. Okay, so there's probably a you formatted him one as well. I think that's the second flower I have in my inventory now. I'm gonna have a bouquet over time. Yeah, I have the origami flower from Locha with the prescription on it. And now I have a flower from Pascal. That's cute. I don't think there's anything I can turn in. I can use this prescription? Oh, you can just use it to read it. Yeah. I swear I've done that before. Alright, so those were relatively short. We enjoy a good, like, short side quest. Alright, so now we have another mission for the Landau siblings. We have one for Luca, and then we have one for Fu Xuan and one for Dan Heng. I'm kind of curious about the Landau sibling one. I have not heard of this one at all. Okay, you receive a message, and we need to go to the museum. So, since it's in the museum, I guess to get this companion mission, you have to have completed the museum event. So I guess there'll also be some missions that are locked behind the temporary, or the events that are over time. And yes, okay, we were right. The Aram Alley did go into the one where you can do it later. Oh, it'll probably be the same thing with the Fight Club event. Is you'll probably have to do that first before you can talk to Luca. Sampo, what are you doing here? Isn't it my old pal, the famed detective of Belobog, Kalis? You're here to visit the exhibition as well? What an adventure. To be honest, I'm currently volunteering as a tour guide here. Also, I'm teasing the intelligence officer lady over there. Let's see how long I can hide while within her purview. And he's doing the little, like, hand clasp. Oh my gosh. That's delightful. Not the captain of the guard being right there and Sampo's right there. Oh my.
There's plenty of precious stuff in here. You aren't looking for treasure in the museum while pretending to volunteer, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what's this gadget? This monitor and this keyboard. Is it an automaton remote control terminal? See, there's this piece of paper here. It says Pena Sergeyevna. Is that the owner's name? Sounds a bit familiar.
These are all relics, sis. Please don't touch them. What if you break something?
This is literally me at the museum. I used to be a super touchy, like, child who's like, I don't understand it unless I can physically, like, touch it, take it apart, put it back together, that kind of thing. But now as an adult, I stand, like, 10 feet away from anything in museum because I'm like, I'm clumsy. If I fall over, I'm gonna break something that's, like, 5,000 years old, and I'm gonna be in so much debt. And there's no host club to get me out of it. Alright, what can I help you all with?
Oh, we were just waiting for you.
Long time no see. I wanted to talk about this in our chat group, but Sis won't have it. I'm sorry you had to run all the way out here.
Wow, the hush-hush.
That was Serval's idea. She said it needed a level of secrecy. I happened to be helping out at the museum, so we both ended up waiting for you here.
I think I did that when I was doing the museum, the event. I think I used Gepard quite a bit.
Actually, I want to talk to you about our little Lynx.
Oh, that's the new 4-star. Lynx?
She's our little sister, the youngest child of the Landau family.
Oh, I have to have her now. I have Gepard and Serval. I didn't know she was the younger sister. I knew they had one. Conceptually, because I forget about her consistently because I don't see her. But okay, so now they're including her. So this is Lynx's companion mission. Okay, that makes sense. So we got both Lynx's and Fushwen's with their release on the banner.
She just came back from a scientific exploration on the snow plains, but she seems really out of it. Almost like she's worried about something, and she won't tell us what happened. We're really worried and want to help, but we don't know where to start.
The last time I saw her, she was preparing to meet someone on the snow plains. She even asked for a stove set from me, but no matter how Gepard and I asked and probed, Lynx simply refused to tell us who she was going to meet. Such a failure of a sister.
That sounds like a... I don't know how old she is, but she kind of looks like a teenager. It sounds like normal teenager behavior.
So that's why Gepard and I came up with this idea. We'd like you to help us find out what's going on.
Okay.
One more thing. Don't let her discover you. Otherwise, she'll probably get upset with us.
Does she know who we are, considering if she's been out on a scientific, research expedition? Would she even know who we are, or that we are friends with you all?
Thank you. We're worried about her meeting strangers.
She's used to doing research alone in the snow plains. We've always believed she can protect herself. But this is different. I'm worried she could run into bad people.
Oh, right. If you're gonna go find Lynxie, you gotta know what she looks like. Don't worry, she stands out. She's blonde like us and, quite short. She's always wearing a white fur hat. If I'm right, she should be waiting for someone at the city exit, closest to the snow plains. We're putting our dearest baby sister in your hands this time. Let us know immediately if anything happens.
Thank you.
I was hoping there was gonna be more Gepard in this, but no, this is Lynx's companion mission. I guess that's probably what we can do today if we have enough time. We could do both Lynx's and Fushwen's, because then I can't see spoilers because it's the first day they're out and I haven't seen a single TikTok on either of them. So this would be raw, not a single clue, first time experience.
Careful now. Don't get your clothes wet.
Because with the other ones, sometimes I'll see a small snippet before I'm like, oh wait, I haven't seen that. Don't want any spoilers. Oh, she's talking to the other animal exploration person.
Seems like she fits Serval's description.
She's cute.
That must be Lynx. Let's hide here and observe for now.
Considering we can't jump, I don't imagine we'll be able to crouch.
Lynxie, I'm here.
Okay, Peya. Not anyone we're concerned about.
Let's go.
Am I just live broadcasting this to the siblings? Just, oh, she met up with Peya.
I never knew how long it took to get from the administrative district to the snow plains. So much snow. Even in the northern mountains, it wasn't like this.
Who am I? Am I Peya right now?
Well, the snow is supposed to get heavier later in the day. We need to find a good place to set up camp first.
Okay, no, I am Lynx. Okay.
Right, The guide says we should find a flat, dry, sheltered location, facing the sun at high elevation. Oh, you remembered all that? I expected no less from you. But it's gonna be hard finding a place that fits those criteria. Well, we'll just keep moving and see. The place has to be convenient enough for us to observe the aurora, too. Thanks, Linksy. I'll leave it to you, then. I'm gonna follow right behind you. Flat, dry, sheltered, facing the sun, high elevation. And we need to be able to observe the aurora. And this is going to be difficult.
Considering it's the snow plains, except for watching the aurora,
The slope has a good view. It'll be easy to watch the aurora.
I would take shelter in one of those houses.
Nope. The wind blows strongly through here. And there are signs of direwolf activity. It'd be too dangerous to make camp. I see.
Oops.
This area is sheltered and facing the sun. Plus it's flat ground. But there are cliffs all around. We'll be in trouble if there's a landslide or a rockfall. Also, there isn't much of a view.
Does she sound muffled to you? It sounds like she's like talking through something.
I remember a good place that's not too far from here. Follow me. Huh? Okay.
Just trying to avoid all of the monsters instead of having to fight. Also, this must be like really annoying for anyone who has like a character that's built, because like having to use the trial version instead of your built version of that character.
We're at a dead end. Linksy, are you sure this is the place? Yep. This is the path to Kandor Valley. There are low cliffs on both sides, but I cleared all the monsters here a while ago. So it should be safe and sound. Also, the mountain wind during this season usually comes from the north, which is another reason why we couldn't camp on that previous slope. These two hills can block the snow plains gales for us. I never even noticed. Huh. Camping is a complicated science.
See, Lynx looks like she's ready for the snow, while then Peya's out here with like, I know there are leg warmers that are skin tight, that are like darker in tone, but I feel like she's freezing.
Not really. But the environment outside of Bellabog is very tough. If the weather here was as good as inside the city, well, then we could have camped anywhere. That's true. I hope that becomes a reality one day. Only problem is, the view here isn't great. Are you sure we'll be able to watch the aurora? Don't worry about that for now. Let's get the tent ready, then go find our dinner. Sure. I can help out with the tent. I memorized that section in the camping guide. Okay. Then I'll go set up the stove. Oh, if you have any questions, just ask me. Oh, why isn't the heater working?
Do they have a pocket dimension? Where did they take all of this out? Because I don't really think, unless this thing is one of those bag of holdings, I don't think all of this would fit in there.
Ugh, darn. Doesn't seem like an easy fix. Alright. I'll ask Pela.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is, supposedly, if these are low-lying cliffs, right, which is probably, she's referring to this part of it, and like this is a good camping site, the best thing to do if you're watching the aurora would be to set up camp here and then spend some time climbing up to the top of the cliff so that you can put an anchor and a rope down the cliff so that you could climb up either the side of it again or climb up the rope later and be up there to watch the aurora. And then once you're done watching it, you can then climb back down and get into your tent for the night.
Weird. That's what the guide says. Hey, Linksy, come and have a look at this.
Are we gonna kind of be like their fairy godmother and like sneak in and like fix everything for them so that they like feel that sense of accomplishment and independence while also we're making sure that they're not in trouble. Ooh, stretch. Everyone, no shrimping. Uncurl.
I did everything according to the guide, but the tent's still wobbly. Let me have a check. Main poles, check. Brow poles, check. Ropes, check. Ah, it's the pegs! The pegs! I forgot to mention, thick snow needs leaded iron pegs. Got it. It's definitely sturdier now. Nice job, Linksy. It's your kind. My oversight. I've got a question too. Can you take a look at this stove? Huh? Sure, let me take a look. The geomarrow fuel activation component probably stopped working. Do you have a spare one? No. Serval told me this was a brand new stove. Did I bring the wrong stove? Does this mean we have to make a fire with geomarrow? I specifically got this stove from Serval. That's okay. These components are really common. Maybe we can find a spare one in the ruins around here. You take it easy. I'll see if I can find one. Oh, and I'll keep an eye out for food, too. I'll come with you.
Yeah, splitting up's not a good idea. Especially when you're camping.
Finding food is easy, but finding that component is gonna be hard.
Never mind, I don't...
Best. If we can't find one, we'll just do what your guide says and chop wood and make a fire.
Well, never mind. I guess we don't have to be...
I have some spare chunks of geomarrow.
Can I speak? Alright, so I guess we don't have to be the fairy godmother after all, because they are doing just fine. Ooh, okay. I can't go through there, apparently.
There might be spare stove parts in the ruin. Let me see. Oh, don't tell me you want to crawl in there. Of course I do. It's not like the stuff we need is gonna come crawling out. In that case, be careful. Did you find anything? I didn't find any components, but I got this. I don't know if we can still eat it. It hasn't decayed. It's edible. Really? It's all thanks to the eternal freeze. We can eat raw fish from 700 years ago. 700?
That's terrifying. Wait, I want to know, does it talk about... Okay, it just says what she said. I was like...
Huh? Ooh, what's in this tree trunk? You found something? There's food in here. Really? I'm gonna pry it open. There. What exactly are... Oh, these are mimic snow slugs. They can change their appearance to match the external environment. They're really cute.
And like most bugs, probably full of protein.
Yeah, but we should put them back. No. These slugs taste really good once they've been roasted. They kind of taste like, snow mice? That sounds even less appetizing.
Pela, our city girl. Oh! They're so cute! If we have a choice, we're eating the fish. I want to keep that in my inventory for the rest of eternity. It's a snow bunny! It looks like the... Okay, if you want something really cute, look up a ocean snow bunny. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna dodge the monsters. But I stay out of the... Is this gonna be Sampo? Anytime I see a bump... Anytime I see this, I'm just like, Sampo?
I can do the digging. You don't need to. Come on, camping is about teamwork. Let me have a try. Okay. I found something. Is this a radish? Yep. That's a snow radish. They're really sweet and tasty.
hibernating snow radish rabbits.
Huh? This is a rabbit?
Yep. They look really similar to snow radishes. Their ears look like the leaves and their body looks like the radish bits. When they hibernate, they cover themselves with dirt, just like real radishes.
I see. In that case, please tell me we can put it back.
Yeah, it's better for the Snow Plains ecosystem.
I really was expecting it to be Sampo. Is it floating? The asset? I think the asset's floating just a little bit. Yep.
This crate looks promising. Maybe there's spare stove components inside.
Well, let's open it up then.
No, don't worry about it, Lynxie. I'll manage.
Is she like clumsy or something? Why does Pela keep intercepting her from doing certain things?
Are these sausages?
Sure looks like it. And they were probably placed here not long ago. Could it be Bellabog caveman's food?
Bellabog caveman?
Oh, it's a legendary creature. It looks like something between a man and a monkey, but roughly the same size as a man, with dark blue hair. Its activities are very mysterious, and no one in Bellabog can find concrete evidence of its existence.
Alright, we're gonna split this up into two parts. One, Bellabog has its own Bigfoot. Two, dark blue hair. Anytime it's dark blue hair, it's Sampo. Sampo, what have you been up to, and how rough have you been taking our departure? And then also three, curious if this is like the Trailblazers intervention to like, you know, drop off food. But Bigfoot and Sampo, I think that's so funny.
Well, I've only chanced upon it a few times myself. Whenever I tried to take a photo of it, it had already run away. Oh, I feel like these sausages might constitute a great Bellabogian scientific discovery. Let's bring them back with us.
Hold on. There are some letters here. Sam something... Post something... I can't read the rest, but it seems like a name.
Sampo Koski.
Guess it can't be the Bellabog caveman then. Do cavemen even know how to write? Don't worry, Lynxie. I'm sure you'll get concrete proof one day.
I mean, it's the proof you need, because I'm willing to bet that the Bellabog caveman slash Bigfoot is just Sampo on a bad day. But yeah, I guess this is Sampo's like stored food or something.
Let's leave the sausages here. I think someone might be missing them if we take them.
Well, I think we've searched through everything here. Let's head back, Pela.
Okay. I feel bad that we didn't find a spare component.
Oh, it's fine. We'll just light a fire with Geomarrow. Let's go back and have some food. Pela?
What's up?
We don't really need that stove to cook.
I know, but since we're looking for food, I figured we might as well try to fix the stove.
Oh, a warp trotter?
Lynxie, wait! That thing in the camp is a dangerous fragmentum creature.
I see it too, but it doesn't seem aggressive. And it's all chubby and cute.
Don't be fooled by its appearance. About 20% of our Silvermane Guard fragmentum losses are a result of chasing this creature. We haven't figured out everything about it yet, but there's one thing we're sure of. They have the power to control people. We need to be careful.
What? But this little buddy gave me something good last time, and it didn't hurt me.
That must be the first step in their mind control process. You were lucky.
What? When did we find out they can control people? What?
We should defeat it just to be safe. Fragmentum creatures are Bellabog's enemies. They shouldn't be trusted.
Oh. I didn't even get to take a photo of it last time. Now's a good chance. Can I at least take a picture, Pela? That's also my job as a researcher.
I understand, but the sound of the shutter and the camera bulb might send it into a frenzy.
It noticed us?
It might be looking for an opportunity to attack. Be careful.
Do I have to fight it? Optional. Take a picture or eliminate it. I don't want to fight him if we don't have to.
Finally got a picture.
It disappeared. Did it run away?
I mean, that's what they do most of the time.
Yeah, that's the nature of these little things. They disappear in a flash when they get scared.
He could have gone into the picture. We figured out that they can do that.
Well, that's my conclusion from my long-term observations. As for those lost guards, maybe they were chasing these little creatures and couldn't find their way back.
Sorry. Maybe I was overreacting.
Oh, don't be sorry. It pays to be careful.
Maybe it, dropped the component.
Anyway, crisis resolved. We can now make some food.
What?
Our little buddy seems to have dropped something.
Huh? Awesome! Lynxie, look! It's a geomarrow activation component! I never thought we'd find one here! What about you, Lynxie? Did you find anything good?
Nothing. Just some old stuff. It's great we finally found the component. Let's go fix the stove.
Huh? Lynxie, is something the matter?
Nope. It's all your imagination.
Oh, why don't you take a break? I'll have a look at this stove.
Okay, puzzle time. Probably like that. Still the best one there. That one. That one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay. How done?
Oh, what is this magic? I couldn't figure out the problem at all.
No magic here. Just a trick or two I learned from Serval.
My sister.
Yep, that's her. What's the matter?
Nothing. Just, sometimes I'm a bit jealous of Serval, you know? She knows everything.
Same as you then.
What?
I'm serious. Outdoor explorer, mechanic, they're both experts in their field, right? I think you two are awesome.
Paya has the best motivational speeches. Love that for her.
Anyway, it wouldn't be hard for you to get her to teach you something. You're her sister. She'd be happy to teach you.
Well, you say that. But, never mind. It's getting late. Let's cook something.
Yay! That's my favorite part! Wait, no. My favorite part is watching the aurora.
They're both so cute.
Anyways, let's take a look at what ingredients we have. Every ingredient has its own effect, and combining them will create unexpected results. Ooh, what kind of effects are they gonna make? Let's just give it a try.
I am only doing the fish. I am keeping the snow slug.
700-year-old raw fish.
You don't have to emphasize the 700 years part, you know.
Well, the older the rarer. Plus, you had to enter that rune for it. Even more special.
You don't have to emphasize that either.
Well, then let's just say it'll be tonight's main course. Time to show you my culinary skill.
Why don't I cook tonight? You can take a break.
Is she just like severely clumsy or something?
Oh, it's no problem. Leave it to me.
It's like, I am not cooking that poor slug.
Frost Reef salmon bread is ready.
It smells so good. I'm gonna dig in.
Not because you shouldn't eat slugs or something against that, it's just I want it in my inventory because it's adorable. You feel an amazing energy as you enjoy a meal with your fellow campers.
I'm so full. Guess now we just wait for the light show.
The aurora should start soon. before that, let's just chat.
I feel like long ago we could have texted Serval and Gepard and be like, Lynx is hanging out with Peya, and they're having a little camping event to watch the aurora in snow plains. Like, I feel like that would put them at ease very quickly.
Pela, why did you suddenly want to come camping?
Huh?
Well, aren't you always saying how you just want to lie in bed when you get off work?
Me.
Sorry. I hope this trip didn't surprise you.
No, no. I mean, sure, I'm not the most sociable of people, but I love camping with a good friend. And I had a great time. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, you're always like this. Even on this camping trip, you keep trying to do things. You really don't need to. Just leave it to me. Camping is about relaxing. No need to be so tense.
I know. It's just, I was really getting into the camping. I felt like I finally got around to doing the things I always wanted to.
So all those comics you drew for the Tales series didn't count?
I have to hide those from other people. I get a little embarrassed.
Oh, you care about other people's opinions too much.
I suppose. I wish I could be more like you.
Oh, I'm not as cool as you think. I don't know how to handle my brother and sister. They keep treating me as a kid. Like, they're both really capable and awesome people. Which is why I feel really pressured when I'm with them. I'm already a grown-up. I have the capacity to do what I want to do.
Okay, so like late teens, early 20s then is probably her age. I thought she was a child.
Why can't they just stop worrying and let me do what I want?
That's not how family works.
That's how families are.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk about this. I was getting carried away.
It's okay. It's not like I even know what she looked like. So, when's the aurora due? Careful, Lynx! There are monsters coming!
My man exposed himself real quick.
Let's focus on the fight first.
Do we still have the upper hand?
A single target and impair. We'll start with impair.
Specimen sighted.
Oh, are you a healer?
Deep breath. Thanks for the support.
Oh, she's a healer. That's nifty.
Commencing research.
Alright, so she's a healer and then just a single target. Okay.
To travel far away.
Oh, that's real cute.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Perfect.
Rules are made to be broken.
It's Trial Trailblazer. That's kind of funny.
Enemy targets detected.
Oh, and it's like a long-lasting heal effect too.
Specimen sighted. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Not good. Commencing support.
More than that.
To travel far.
Her ult is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that ult. Her ult is so adorable. Definitely want to pull for her.
These fragmenta monsters are coming out of thin air.
They were probably attracted by the stove. The Stellaron crisis is over. Why are there still so many monsters?
Because the land is still kind of tainted.
I see. Wait. Where did you come from all of a sudden?
I have been hunting Sampo down.
Kayla, who is this? This is the Trailblazer, the savior of Belobog.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, thanks for saving us. Not to mention Belobog.
Her outfit is so cute, by the way. If you're gonna cosplay, this would be like the perfect outfit to do in winter, because then you're not freezing your butt off when you're outside.
So, what's a big hero like you doing out here?
Hunting down Sampo. Ah, she was just saying that they were acting like kids. Or they were treating her like she was a child. But if you stutter like this instead of flat out lying, Peya is probably gonna throw us under the bus, so better be truthful.
I knew it. They're always like this. It's impossible to get some private time as their younger sister.
Yeah, hold on. Isn't that what I just said?
Yeah, I've been here a while.
All right. It's all because Serval and Japard are worrywarts. Besides, you did save us. Since you followed us all the way here, you probably know why we're out camping today.
I probably would have texted them and gone back home by now, which might have left them at the hands of the monster. Oops.
So stay and watch the aurora with us.
She's so chill.
It's about time for it to appear.
Hey, Linksy, look!
Come this way.
Wow.
This is the largest aurora since the Stellaron crisis passed. We're really lucky to see it.
Yeah, really lucky.
I'm kind of concerned for Peya.
So awesome! I got to taste Linksy's cooking and see the aurora. This Snow Plains adventure was the best.
You look really happy.
Huh? Me? I'm not that happy. What I mean is,
Yeah, go for it, Caleb.
It was a great experience. Thanks to you, Linksy. Not to mention you. Anyway, what now? Back home? Wanna go out for a midnight snack later?
We can. I heard a pretty good steak place opened up in the south of the administrative district. We can go try it out together.
Sounds good. That's settled then. Let's part ways for now and rendezvous later tonight.
Pela, hold on.
What's up?
This is for you.
What is this?
I found this on the ground before I fixed the stove. I guess that fragmentum creature dropped it. I think it might be best if you check it out yourself.
Anya Sergeyevna.
That was the name that was on the parts that we were, the automaton control device, which, since Peya is like talking about some weird stuff about family, like she's missing family members or they might have died. Potentially, this might be Peya's sister.
I see. Thank you, Linksy. Let's meet up here later tonight. I better get going.
Hey Kalis, how's it going with that thing we talked about before? I like that they almost have the twin mind hive thing where they like finish each other's sentences and stuff. Pretty much wrapped it up. Are you two at the workshop? I'll come to talk to you in person. Texting might not be enough. Lucky for you, we're both here. We'll be waiting for you at the workshop then.
I should go talk to Japard and Serval at the workshop.
Alright, so the important thing that we were curious about. Did I get to keep the slug? I didn't! Aww, I was really hoping I'd get to keep the slug. trying to make sure it's not in my food inventory anywhere. Aw, I wonder what it would have made if you had combined them if you didn't get to keep the slug. I was hoping to keep him. He was so cute. Oh, and the other thought I had was like, oh, okay, so we have links, right? And usually in this, they will give us like the 4-star light cones that go with the... Oh, you can't see them very well. That go with the character, but as you can see, there's not there. But I think I remember that actually in the Nameless Glory, this one right here. So since Lynx is a an abundance, since she can heal, this is probably her 4-star light cone, like her character one. Stop it. This one right here. As you can see, I do have the Nameless Glory for this round. Yeah, so I thought I'd just point that out. I always like to get the character's name cards, so that might be the next one I go for. For this one, because I got Dan Heng, I got the 4-star that looks like kind of his 4-star one, so...
Between expeditions, it's always a challenge to make time with Lynx. But why doesn't she want to talk to us?
Calm down. We've got him to help us.
Such overprotective siblings. It's kind of cute.
Hey, we were just talking about you.
I could hear you through the door, which I think is like a nice little insert.
How was it? With Lynx?
He's so awkward and wants to hang out with her so bad. Tells the Landaus everything that happened in the snow plains.
So, that stranger was Pela.
What can I say? Sounds like a lynxy expedition, all right. Thank you for being around for this. Japard was too anxious to sleep.
Ah, baby boy.
Sis, you're exaggerating.
I love him.
As for how we'll communicate with Lynxie in the future, we'll have to have a good think about it. You really helped us a lot this time. Thank you so much.
Working on our communication issues, but it sounds like we're also gonna be like working on some stuff with Pela as well. Kalis, how's it going with you? On my way, be there in a sec. I'm at the museum right now. Pela's here too. Come here once you're done. Okay. Jog across the city square. Which, this is like a really decently sized area. You were actually having to walk across it, it'd be a little bit. Let's go in, let's go in. Get some backstory for Pela. Which, if we had any lore in the prior past, I have forgotten it. But it sounds like at least one dead sibling. Or family member.
I went back, stored my supplies, and had a shower. It didn't take long. Then let's wait for Pela together. She's in the storage room. I think she's looking over the contents of that flash drive. Let's give her some time. I'm guessing you don't know about Pela's mother, right?
Oh, not sibling. Mother. Okay.
Pena Sergeyevna was Belobog's greatest outdoor explorer. Passed away 16 years ago. The exploration team belonged to the Silvermane Guards at the time, so they had authorization. Anyway, well, something else happened 16 years ago. Pela was born.
Oh, okay, so they're both 16. But she says an adult, so maybe 16 is adulthood or she might be older than Pea. But 16 might be adulthood, because there are some places in the world where the age of adulthood, instead of being 18, like like it is here in America, it's actually 16 in quite a few places. So
Yes, they say that despite her pregnancy, Madame Pena insisted on staying at the Snow Plains camp. She couldn't go to the front lines, but she was able to handle administrative duties. Then, finally, the day of Payless' birth arrived. Tragically, there were complications. Other serious incidents occurred that day. The exploration team ran into a blizzard and the camp lost contact with the outside world. No one knew what to do. The only good thing was that Pela was born healthy. The flash drive... If the old research team members were telling the truth, it was something Madame Pena left behind. Madame Pena asked a colleague to take her terminal and flash drive back to Belobog. She said they contained a treasure for Pela. She said that once Pela was older, she'd be able to understand the contents. But that colleague was attacked by fragmentum creatures on his way back to the city. During the attack, he dropped the flash drive in confusion, only managing to bring back the terminal. Apart from Madame Pena, nobody knew what the flash drive contained. But they say she left Pela many letters.
this is starting to get very sad. Oh, a new Prime Gaming bundle for Honkai Star Rail.
From the moment she knew she was pregnant to the day of Pela's birth. Never missing a day. I'm fine.
Are you
There's
sure?
somewhere I want to go. Will you come too? The workshop. I'll wait for you there.
Can we say anything to her, to Peya? No. Ah. Well, the workshop's right outside, so we might as well... Sampo's gone. So this is Prime Gaming Bundle number 7. Oh, not bad. We got some Stellar Jade. Family confrontation?
Serval. Japard.
Man, the heights are literally 1, 2, 3.
I'm back.
Lynx, you're finally back.
My man's so worried. He's such a worrywart. Oh my gosh.
What's with the red eyes? Did something happen?
Japard? Make it obvious.
My brother, my boy does not know subtlety at all.
Welcome home, Lynxie. Oh, it's okay. Seems like a lot went down in the Snow Plains. Thanks again for your help. I think we need a little private time. See you soon.
I should give them some time together.
the very like give us a moment leave is if it was not forward enough. Oh, Palo. And links. Beyond Frozen Boundaries. Complete the mission. It looks like we might get part 2 immediately. Let's give it a look. Kalis. What's wrong? Back then, at the museum, you heard everything, right? Yes. I'm sorry. I knew it. Never mind. It's actually nothing. I was very happy when I went out camping on that day. Thank you. No need to be so polite. Let's head out again together when you're free. And don't forget about the supper. Okay. It's a promise. As for supper, I'd like some time to myself today, actually. Let's go next time. Follow-up text. Oh, I should change that. Since he came home. What should we change this to? Since he took all 77 pills. There we go. From the spoilers I've seen, the knight and then the guy that's kind of Greek inspired are the two that I'm excited for. Okay, so now that we're all very sad, because of Lynx's companion mission, I'm kind of curious if we'll get anything about March's backstory, and I know if we do, that is going to be all over the internet within probably by the time I go to bed. So let's get started on Fu Xuan's daily mission. Interesting. Why did that come back? This symbol usually means that it's a daily mission, but I had gotten rid of that prior.
Imagine if
The Matrix offers a glimpse.
You're just in time. I'm planning to run another routine divination. Let's do it together. Come with me. I thought we were done with these. I hadn't seen them on the map for a while. Wonder if it has to do with Fu Xuan's companion mission. Alright, what do we got? Alright, so that needs to connect to this. Let's see. Trying to think. That needs to go there. Let's put this down here for now. And then pick up this one and go over here with it. And then this one needs to go here. And that one needs to go there.
So that's how it works.
You go with Huxing back to the Conclave. Results obtained. Thanks for your hard work. Why would they? I'm using the matrix of precedence to build up its databanks and provide more experience to calibrate more accurate divinations. How can you say it has nothing to do with the Divination Commission? Next time, there'll be more routine divinations. Don't forget. Okay, looks like we still have some more to go. I feel like you're new. Alright, Fu Xuan. I'm here so I don't get spoiled later.
Good morning. I am extremely busy of late. If you have something to ask of me, do not delay. You were about to say something along the lines of, how did you know I wanted to ask something? But then you remembered who you were talking to and decided not to bother, correct? A face is not a reliable instrument of divination. On the contrary, I run a dozen hexagrams before I even get around to breakfast. The results are never far wrong. Today's divinations threw up some unexpected complications. The hexagrammatic position was facilitating between the water and heaven trigrams. The Matrix of Prescience gave the following interpretation. You will have 3 uninvited guests. This is ultimately auspicious.
Well, this is the obvious 2. Where's the third one?
Ultimately auspicious? Wow, sounds pretty good to me. Seems like we really were destined to meet today. You know, I see you've been using the Matrix of Prescience to divine into Kafka's past. Well, I have a similar request.
You tell Fushuen and about March's 7th's memory loss.
I see. You wish to use the Matrix to relive the past and awaken parts of your memory? Viable in principle. But whether the Matrix is truly capable of achieving this result remains to be seen. I knew it. Things are never simple, are they? Kafka's situation was different. I feel I must explain in detail the principles behind the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon to avoid any misunderstandings. The Matrix of Prescience does not allow one to remember anything. It merely collects data in order to infer past events, in the same way that future events are inferred. Just as Realm-Keeping Commission officers collect ballistic evidence to recreate the scene of a crime, there are materials from which we can infer the past. These may be items related to the experience or memories of the people involved. Miss March's predicament is very different from Kafka's situation, because she doesn't remember what happened in her past. I am no medical professional, but fortunately I'm very fond of reading. We understand that there are 2 types of memory loss. One where the memories remain dormant, floating around in the unconsciousness unable to be awakened. And another that involves direct erasure of memories from the brain. Something must have happened when I was frozen in the ice. I bet the memories were freezing and decided to hibernate. Why don't we try using the Matrix of Prescience to determine which situation pertains to Miss March?
That would be helpful, because it would change the situation a lot if someone took her memories versus it being her actual brain.
Let's begin then by preparing the requisite inference materials. Miss March, your memory is unreliable. To guarantee the Matrix's accuracy, you'll have to provide something related to your past experience. Anything will do. When you're ready, come and find me in the Matrix core. The diviner said I need to provide something from my past experiences.
Your ice?
What should it be? How about a Xianzhou souvenir?
That's too recent. It needs to be something farther back. I think. Trying to figure out where she is. I would think it need to be something farther back to when you were trapped in the ice to be useful.
So, have you acquired something from your past? As a nameless, surely you must have souvenirs from your journeys that could evoke memories. I've got lots. It's just, I don't know what to choose. Proof that I boarded the express. The conductor gave me this. Memories from the Astral Express? That should do the trick.
March's unapologetic smile is displayed on the permit. The note below reads March 7th, Level 1 Researcher. You vaguely recall that researcher levels start with 2. Only career path this permit opens is one that leads to the
Something
bathroom.
related to your work. Good.
Actually, this won't do. She never really worked there.
So shiny and pretty. I picked up this little guy in Bellabog's underworld. How could something so beautiful be unsafe?
Have you ever seen uranium before?
I can understand a young girl's fondness for glittering gemstones.
Not the boba.
One of my fondest memories on the Xianzhou.
Not the boba.
No comment. I happen to prefer Star Taro bubble tea. Is that it? Miss March, are you not able to provide possessions from before you lost your memory?
That's what I was thinking.
Before I lost my memory? So, something I don't remember getting? Even then, I couldn't be sure it was from before I lost my memory, right?
I mean, wouldn't you know that, like, oh, these are all the things we found in your ice when we picked you up in the middle of space?
It may be strange to you, but to infer the past, I need materials that were pertinent at that time. Could you try recalling some memories again? From before the memory loss. Before the express.
The ice?
I'm sorry, Master Diviner. When Himeko found me in the ice, I was stark naked. Like a newborn baby. I didn't have any items with me.
The ice itself?
And before you ask, no, I don't have any of that ice lying around.
The game heard me.
It melted away not long after I was rescued. Oh yeah! You sure are a smart cookie. My 6-phased ice ability must date from before the memory loss. Master Diviner, any ice I create should do, right? It should indeed. I'll have someone place the material in the base of the terminal of the Matrix. Miss March, please position yourself in the Matrix core. We may begin our inference whenever you are ready.
We've told them that I am a Stellaron in a person, right? We've told them that, right? I can't remember if we've told them that. Moments later, the apparatus of the Matrix comes to life. It clinks and whirls. It is time.
The Matrix has clear diagnostics. Miss March, are you ready yet? I'm pretty sure I should be. Almost kinda ready to go. Please be prepared. Not all memories are suitable for reawakening. People carry with them much pain and suffering. If you're not ready, we can pause the inference process. I would never wish for good intentions to result in harm. I'm okay. Let's do it. Only way to find out is to give it a go. Very well. I will soon connect you to the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, where the Matrix will read your memories and guide you back into your past. If you reach a block in your memory, the Matrix will use the data gathered to derive a scenario and construct a possible past for you.
So possibly it might be false.
Got it. Oh, can he join me too?
I think that's a terrible idea. 1, I'm a Stellaron. 2, I also don't know my past, and so our memories might get jumbled.
I'm sorry. That would be highly inadvisable. You form the nexus of the Matrix's inference. He would only introduce redundant data to the system.
I'll be right here. Don't worry.
In other words, inside the memory palace that the Matrix constructs, the only person you'll be able to count on is yourself. Don't worry. I can communicate with you from outside the Matrix and manipulate the recollection process to a certain extent. Let's begin.
Okay, we are going into a dungeon, apparently. Alright, here, long life gave birth to eternal memories. Within these contains endless agony. Here, survival instincts condense communal memories. Within the contains endless sorrow. Here, the accumulation of wisdom bred memories of plenty, within which contains endless searches. Here, the blank of blank nurtured blank memories, within which contains blank, and where memories shatter, nothing exists. Okay, what does Fushuan do, exactly? Ability. Okay, so she's a tank. That's interesting. We haven't had a 5-star tank since Gepard. And it looks like she also does a little bit of healing. Okay, we will do our boy. And we will throw her in as the tank instead of my Gepard. Jinyuan, of course, and my actual healer. And we'll see what this looks like. Maybe it will convince me to pull for Fu Xuan.
The Matrix of Prescience has reconstructed your past. Before you is a space generated from the memories and items you provided as raw materials.
Oh, Tingyun.
Are you okay, Miss March?
I'm good. Everything seems normal.
You have a strong constitution. Most individuals feel nauseous after being presented with a dizzying excess of information provided by the Matrix.
Oh, there's Jinyuan, there's Kalis. I think this is Welt right here.
I must be seeing things. Why are there 2 Fu Xuans here?
Your eyes are working just fine. One of the Fu Xuans is a projection of me which allows us to communicate with each other at all times. The other Fu Xuan indicates that I existed during this part of your experience.
What experience is this? It looks like the healer's market.
Unless I'm mistaken, this must be the time we broke into the Alchemy Commission.
Really? That can't be right. I remember there were lots of Cloud Knights in the plaza.
Well, this is just a Matrix inference, remember? Distortions are possible. Although the scale of this distortion is surprising. Try communicating with the Fu Xuan you see over there. We should hear what the Master Diviner has to say.
The way it was, I'm guessing it's the one with the hand on hip.
Miss Fu Xuan, is that you?
If we want to resolve the Stellaron crisis, we must refine the question. What is the crux of the problem? Generally, it is believed that when one seizes on the crux of a problem, the problem will split open like bamboo on the edge of a knife. Nobody could have foreseen the catalyzing effect of the Stellaron on the ambrosial arbor. As the ancients said, blessings bring about misfortune and vice versa. Nature has its own algorithm, and it is precisely when fate wins betwixt blessing and misfortune that I, a Master Diviner of masterful proportions, am called on to save the people of the Lafu.
What the heck is she talking about? Master Diviner, did you actually say that at the time? I can't remember.
It would appear that in Miss March's estimation, I'm somewhat of a blabbermouth.
No. I've always seen you as a masterful Master Diviner.
Despite the obvious distortions in this experience, the base materials from which it is composed are taken from your actual memory. There is no falsehood here. In other words, your subconscious mind thinks that I talk in tongue twisters.
It's mainly just that I, can't always comprehend the lofty ideals and, principles you discuss.
Forget it. Now is not the time for losing one's temper. If the inferred experience is distorted, we should focus on filtering out each distortion one by one. Otherwise, we won't be able to trace your memories back any further.
This is getting a little complicated. Is there a simpler explanation?
Draw your bow and fire an arrow at that Fu Xuan.
Okay, we can turn on auto battle. My favorite thing from this game.
Human creations!
Here, this thunder! Show no mercy!
That freaked me out. I don't like people suddenly deciding to fight me. Now let's see who's here. Ting Yun, Welt, General Jing Yuan, and also him. Well, I don't have to fight all of them, right? The Master Diviner was easy peasy, but I don't think I could take General Jing Yuan.
Easy peasy? The interference vector creating the distortion here should only have one source. That is, the person present who shouldn't be.
Tengyun?
So I have to pick someone and clear them of interference?
Exactly. My projection will disappear for the moment so as to not cloud your judgment. If you can hear my voice, then it means I'm watching over you.
You're the best, Master Diviner.
I hope the best version of me can overwrite the gloriously absurd version that lives in your subconsciousness.
The person present who shouldn't be. Who could that be?
I think it's Jing Yuan because Tengyun was with us until we got to the cauldron, which is just after this. And then here's Kalis, of course, so it might actually be the general.
General, hello. General? General... Jing... Oh, what's his deal? Who falls asleep standing up anyway?
This is clearly your subconscious projecting onto the general.
I remember now. The general wasn't there when we broke into the Alchemy Commission. Looks like we found the source of our distortion.
March 7.
Ah! You scared me. Why'd you wake up so suddenly?
Are you not satisfied with your life as it is?
I'm satisfied.
Then why are you obsessing over the past?
We're actually not fighting him.
Human creations!
Converge and awaken!
Conflict is pitiless!
Let's settle this.
The dead return!
A quick divination. Information. In accordance.
Oh my gosh, it's so slow when you don't have 2 times speed on.
Here, this thunder! Show no mercy!
What is that?
It's from Bellabog.
I know what this is. It's a Bellabog heater. Wait a minute. What's a Bellabog heater doing at the healer's market?
Looks like part of one experience has infiltrated another. A foreign object, so to speak.
A foreign object? That sounds like a medical issue. Will it require surgery?
No. I believe the object is a sign of the Matrix purging distortion. It has managed to trace back to another one of your experiences. Make contact with the object. Let's see if we can jump over into that experience.
Can I talk to the others?
Roll up, roll up! Miss March, would you like to take a look at the latest edition of the Xianzhou Beauty Index? The chance of drawing a Lafu Playboy card is super high right now.
Miss Ting Yun, it's great to see you so happy, but I can't help feeling a little sad.
The past is in the past. What is there to feel sad about? Live every day as if it were your last. Don't be sad.
Well, we already know that Jing Yuan was the distortion, so we don't have to fight everyone.
Hey, fancy seeing you here. Hey, it's fine if you don't want to talk in real life, but this is my memory, so it's my rules.
Come on, say something.
Something.
Seriously?
We have similar recollections of him.
Leave your memories in the past. They have no place in the present.
Did you hear that, Master Diviner? Now he's talking weird. Mr. Yang, hi there.
March, get ready. The next fight is going to be very dangerous.
Huh? Which next fight?
Stay focused. Fantilia is headed for the Ambrosial Arbor. If we don't stop the Lord Ravager, it'll be a catastrophe.
Okay, alright. Got it.
Another thing, the future is what's most important for us. Don't you agree, March?
What?
Dwelling on memories can numb your sense of the present and inhibit future ambitions.
Miss Fushen, do people in memories always say weird stuff like this?
I guess that's the subconscious being like, she's already made her decision that like she should live in the present and not care so much about her past, but
The distortions we are experiencing are unorthodox.
okay. That's all we wanted to see.
Belobog. I've seen that name somewhere in the astral charts. There are many similar star systems on the Xianzhou trade routes. Unfortunately, all of them lost contact after the appearance of the Antimatter Legion.
Yeah, Belobog is a kind of snowy doomsday city. There are heaters like this all over the place. Otherwise, people wouldn't survive. Come on, Master Diviner. I'll give you a whirlwind tour of Belobog. Is touching a heater a good idea? This thing is red hot. What if my hand turns extra crispy?
It's okay. This is a memory space. If something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory.
Well, I was never beaten up by Jing Yuan in reality either.
Enough of that. Touch it.
Hey, don't pull on my hand. Ow, ow, ow! Hot, hot, hot!
Don't look back. March 7th, don't look back. Keep going forward.
What the actual... That thing was flaming hot. You said things that never happened to me in reality couldn't happen here.
I said that if something hasn't injured you in reality, then it cannot injure you in memory. I didn't say anything about the sensation of injury. So this is Belobog. I was expecting it to be cold.
It's freezing. What? Master Diviner, aren't you cold? I can't stop shivering.
It might be the memory thing. If she's never been cold on the Xian show, like by its controlled weather, then she wouldn't be cold here.
Most likely a result of me never having experienced true cold. I'm afraid you'll have to do the shivering by yourself. On the Luofu, you and I have shared experiences. And so I was able to provide more active assistance. But in Belobog, you'll have to rely on your own judgment to ascertain the source of distortion, and get the foreign object to appear.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Miss March, I have one more thing to ask. Have you ever experienced great suffering?
What? I don't think so. Why are you suddenly asking me that?
Sometimes people forget extreme memories to protect themselves from suffering. Perhaps you didn't notice, but in your memories of the Luofu, everyone you met was either hinting or explicitly stating that you should stop trying to remember. I believe this is most likely your subconscious communicating with you directly. Though, of course, we cannot rule out that external forces may have interfered with your memory. In the latter case, it is possible that someone decided to leave warnings in your subconscious to prevent you from recalling the truth.
Okay, so we're still at the option of either something traumatic happened and to protect herself, her brain erased the memories, or someone erased her memories and kind of put in a little stopgap measure that's like, do not remember this.
Am I really that important to someone? I don't think there's anyone who'd go to all the trouble of locking up my memories.
And yet, memories are precisely what you seek, no? I say this to say one thing. Are you certain you wish to continue exploring your memories?
You said external forces might be messing with my head, right?
That just makes me more curious. No one gets away with locking up my memories. Let's go. I'll show you the way to Goethe Hotel.
Very well. I must admit that I'm finding the whole matter more interesting by the minute.
This memory should be from the first day we arrived in Belobog. By the second day, we were wanted criminals already.
Oh, well, you're not supposed to be here.
Present who shouldn't be. Who could it be?
There's a lot of people that shouldn't be here. None of these people were in the hotel. Sampo! Sampo Hotel. Are you looking for food or accommodations today? Well, I mean, all of these people shouldn't be here. None of these people were at the hotel. Cocolia came to arrest us. Zila, I think, came to save us, conceptually. Sampo saved us. Pela. The age of the Sampo Hotel. Interesting. Do they all talk about Sampo? Drink some tea, it's good for what ail you. The tea's too bitter.
The tea service at Goethe Hotel is first class, especially this whale-tide spring. They say that an architect once used the preservation's power to make camellias bloom on the snow plains, and that this tea is made from those leaves.
Whale-tide spring. Isn't that a variety of Xianzhou tea? My brain must be filling in the blanks. Probably because I never drank any famous tea in Belobog.
Ugh, so bitter. Yuck. Bitter tea is good for your health.
Ugh, bitter is bitter. If it tastes like that, it doesn't really matter how good for you it is.
There's an old saying in Belobog, blessed is he who can eat the bitterest of bitter.
These experiences are becoming increasingly distorted. Seems like my subconscious mind has no talent for screenwriting.
I mean, if you look at the entirety of Locha's companion mission, I would also agree.
I'm not sure your conscious mind does either. I'm not denying it.
Interesting. Okay. So you can just talk to everyone here. Sampo!
Miss March! Long time no see. Welcome to the Sampo Hotel.
The Sampo Hotel? This is Goethe Hotel.
Was Goethe Hotel. Now it's the Sampo Hotel. In the autumn of his years, old Goethe got too old to run this place, so he handed it down to his most trusted young confidant, Sampo Gusky. And before you get the wrong idea, there was zero trickery involved. This was a cherished agreement between gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, why is he so on point? She's kind of distorted some of the other characters, but Sampo is on point.
You see, old Goethe and I chose to face the future instead of clinging to memories of the past. You should do the same, March.
This blue-haired fellow has an air of deceit about him every time he opens his mouth.
It's true.
You don't need a jade abacus to get a feel for Sampo.
Well, Sampo seems pretty on point. He's not supposed to be there, but he's on point.
Miss March 7th. Welcome to the Sampo Hotel. I'm Japard, the security here.
Oh, what have they done to my baby?
Why would hotel security need to be armed to the teeth? Is there great lawlessness in Belobog? No. Japard is the captain of the Silvermane Guards. Just like how the Lafu has its own Cloud Knights captains. I have no idea what he's doing running security at a hotel like this, though. It isn't so surprising. In attempting to pursue the rational, we piece together the unrelated. The result is a seemingly meaningful fantasy. A fantasy called life.
Excuse me, Miss March. Do you need anything? If there's nothing else, please let me get back to my duty. Also, allow me to remind you, you cannot change the past. The future is all that's left for you.
That actually does feel like something he would say.
Gepard seems a little weird.
What an excellent cup of tea. It's a pity not everyone can appreciate its beauty. Much like the gift of forgetting, Miss March, it's bitter at first, but with a gentle aftertaste.
This Branya different from the Bronya I remember. The force that's distorting this experience is nearby. Do you have to make it sound all scary? Rest easy. I can guarantee your safety while you're inside the Matrix of Prescience.
Okay, so Bronya is the one we have to fight. Got it.
Long time no see, Zila.
March? Long time no see. How's everything been going since you left Belobog? The Express never looked back. It headed straight for the other end of the galaxy, because that was its fate. The same goes for us. We can't return to the past. March, don't dwell on the past. It won't do you any good. Trust me.
Got it? Thanks. These warnings are ongoing. The situation is becoming stranger by the minute.
It sure is. Let's press on and see what awaits.
See, if I was in this situation where I had missing memories and I was told that either trauma response or someone messing with my head, in that gamble, I would probably, even if it made me like super sad and traumatized, like the concept that it could potentially be someone putting a block in my memory, which could also be, if I had a trauma response, it could be someone who was concerned for me, who was putting a block so that I could get past it easier than having to deal with the trauma myself through therapy or something. But we have a really good, like, support system. Like, March could go through it successfully, but I would probably also want to know just to make sure that no one was messing with my head.
Welcome to the Sampo Hotel, Miss March. The Sampo Hotel used to be called the Goethe Hotel. After old Goethe retired, Sampo managed to trick his way into acquiring this place and renamed it after himself. Luckily, the high-quality service of the hotel remains undiminished. It's still the best place to stay in the administrative district. I should mention, the Sampo Hotel's new slogan is, "Don't think about the past. Strive for your future." Sounds like the kind of ad copy that Miss March would like. This girl seems quite trustworthy.
That's just the work of my subconscious mind.
Okay, so the story literally told us to fight Bronya.
An excellent cup of much
We're
like
just gonna skip
you
the dialogue. Oh, we're not fighting her?
Long time no see.
March? The Express. March.
These warnings.
It sure is. I remember our second day in Belobog was mostly us being hunted down by Silvermane guards. We didn't meet Zila until way later, which means Zila shouldn't be appearing in this memory. She's the source of the interference.
None of these people should be in this memory.
In which case, we must eliminate her.
Seems like you don't trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's just...
An answer is not required. She's merely a mirage hindering your progress.
I understand. Let's do this.
Okay, I want to see her ultimate in slow-mo.
All things in this world have their laws. Yet stratagems, constellations, are human creations! Together as one! No matter.
Follow my charge.
I swear I saw like a different, like,
Conflict is pitiless.
fighting for her.
It came together.
Alright, let's turn this off, and I want to do the single.
In accordance.
Interesting. In the
Rules are made to be broken.
can I turn double speed back on now? In the beta stuff I saw for Fu Xuan, her attacks were a lot different. So they must have changed that quite a bit before her release now. But I did like the beta attacks. They were really gorgeous.
Show no mercy.
What's this? Let me see. Developed on Herta Space Station.
Okay, so we've gone from the Ciencio to Belobog, and now we're gonna go to the space station. And then we'll either go back to the Express, or because we've gone to 3 areas, the 3 for 3 rule in games, then we'll get to the part we actually need to.
Seems like this must be the foreign object. The next experience should be meeting him for the first time. Her test
Meeting moi.
Shame we didn't get to see the stunning vistas of the snow plains. This hotel lobby must have left a deep impression on you.
Well, waking up after a great sleep in a comfy bed to find out you're a wanted criminal tends to leave a deep impression. Let's move on to the next stop. The last stop. Let's go.
So long as you're ready.
I'll take a monitor over a red-hot heater any day.
I like that the loading bar is also
We have to hurry.
like a warning to march.
Huh? Are we going? What about Miss Fushuen?
Fushuen? Who's that? And there's no time for daydreaming. The space station is in crisis.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, do we actually get to see them, like, getting into the space station and, like, finding us? Versus, like, we woke up with them there.
Come with me. Asta said that the Stellaron is stored in that room up ahead. And I'm guessing the Legion might also be interested in its whereabouts.
I know this memory. This is before we met him. Don Hung, where are you? Master Diviner? Can you hear me? Darn it, something must have gone wrong. What am I gonna do? Why did Miss Fushuen pick the scariest time to vanish?
March, can you... me? I'm getting more and more evidence that your memories have suffered interference. But I don't know where from.
Looks like I'll have to do it by myself this time.
Okay, Arlen.
March, if you insist on looking back, you'll find nothing but confusion and chaos. You were the last princess, and also the last survivor of the Diamond World Adlevin. The planet was burned to an obsidian hellscape the moment Nanook ascended, filled with despair. Your parents swaddled you in warm clothing and placed you into an ice ship. As they watched you sink into the turbulent waves of the starscape, they felt a newfound hope.
Very Superman-esque.
You were found and raised by strangers. You are the only savior, the promise of rebirth.
Yeah, but that's when she was a baby and sent out. They found her at her current age, didn't they?
Oh, wait! I wrote that! That's a story I made up about my past! Ugh, great. Forget memories. Now everyone gets to see my imagination.
Okay.
March, have you forgotten your past experiences? Surely your bow there is enough evidence for you. You were once a Galaxy Ranger, engaged in a bitter fighting battle with the remnants of the Swarm. You rescued a planet in the Emerald system that was about to be swallowed by a black hole smashing through Dr. Primitive's carefully laid plans. You were severely wounded during the battle for Vonwalk. The leader of the Rangers encased you in ice to protect you and waited for you to recover.
My bow? But Himeko made that for me. You're lying.
March 7th, one of the nameless aboard the Astral Express. After being picked up by Himeko, she was freed from the six-phased ice in which she was encased. She lost all memory of the past, because she had no past to speak of. She was an Aeon, and Aeons have no past. From the moment they ascend, the past and future of their existence becomes inundated by their past.
Man, I love that March's, like, fantasies of who she could have been before she was encased in ice are all, like, so high tier. We've had Lost Princess, we've had Galaxy Ranger that was taken on by a strong foe, now we've got Aeon.
March 7th's mistake was the loss of the authority of the Aeons.
Could it be? That never even occurred to me. But I guess it's not impossible.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Finally. All done. I better meet up with Fu Xuan if I want to keep going through my memories.
March, leave your memories in the past. Why do you insist on returning to them? If they were so important to you, wouldn't you have remembered them? The moment a nameless boards the Express, a new life begins. We set out on a new road, never to return. Explore, trailblaze, but do not dwell in the past. You'll tarnish the reputation of the nameless.
Enough! You're not him! Nothing like him! He would never try and force me to give up something so important to me. I don't care who you are. Disappear right now and let me pass. And don't you ever pretend to be one of my friends again.
I wonder if it's Fuli, actually. Fuli is in charge, my favorite, Aeon.
Creations!
But Fuli is the one who's in charge of memory, right? And the Forgotten, as shown by the Forgotten Hall, when we unlock it, can freely manipulate the memories of other people. And so, if, what Fu Xuan states, that there is, like, she is very much picking up that someone's interfering with March's memories, and, so I'm curious if Fuli might be behind this, and the mirror-faced people.
Here, there's thunder.
The kind of, like, take on many faces reminds me of that. What did I say? I swear, guys, I have not seen any spoilers, but this just seemed where it was going.
Weren't there coordinates sent out from the space station? Weak heartbeat and pulse. March, you better do CPR.
Okay, so this is supposed to be us. The one that's the Remembrance Forgotten Hall Fuli person.
This is the first time we met him. But he isn't here. Who are you? I don't remember you.
I am a messenger of the Garden of Recollection. Miss March, please refrain from looking back upon your past. Leave the matrix of prescience and return to reality. The past is not worth exploring. It will only hurt you.
You're the one who needs to leave. I'm not letting this go.
The Garden of Recollection? Did the glow swaiter send you? Are you the one meddling with my observations? What do you want with this girl? No matter the nature of your intentions, stealing others' memories like this, deceiving them, blinding them, I cannot allow that to happen.
You leave me no choice but to resort to unconventional means.
Miss March, this might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to enter your memory world and help you clear out any obstacles.
Human creations!
Show no mercy.
Together as one.
Was that it? Conflict is pitiless.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yin and yang.
Oh, that's the
Show no mercy.
the action I'd seen in the beta. So it looks like her healing ability is when she uses it. Interesting.
Just a scratch.
Conflict is pitiless.
Converge and awaken. Human creations.
Here, this thunder! The dead returned!
Rules are made to be broken.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to clear out that bar, do a weakness break before he uses all of his power.
Is that it?
Yin and yang.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Human creations.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, because if
Thanks
you
for your help, Miss Fushwen.
Because if you remember when we were on the Express and we first got introduced to the Forgotten Hall, we were allowed to tell everyone that the Forgotten Hall had boarded the Express, the Garden of Recollection. That's what they're actually called. And we told them, and Himiko and Welt were both very concerned about this and said not to interact with the Garden of Recollection at all. And the person was like, just like, because you told them this, now I'm going to have to alter their memories. And then they forgot about the Garden of Recollection being on the train. We know, and we can remind them as many times as we want to, but the garden will just keep sealing their memories of that over and over again. So obviously there's like, and then Fushuen doesn't also seem to have a good, or does also seem to not have a good opinion of them. So I'm more curious about this. Like, are they stealing memories to keep in their vault?
I promised I'd watch over you. Besides, I've been blessed by the Wisdom Walker. I will never tolerate efforts to impede the truth. That person said she was a messenger. The Garden of Recollection. Why would they come after me? Many members of the Garden have their own agenda. It's impossible to confirm anything from a cursory introduction. This is the Astral Express, no? It would seem that you're nearing the source. The Matrix of Prescience Ultima should start making further calculations soon. Do you remember where it was exactly that you were discovered? They set the ice down in one of the passenger cars. It ended up being my room. Then let's pass through this carriage and find your room.
Ooh. Okay, so we're already in the...
Don Hung, let's crack open this ice block. Perhaps we can still save the girl inside.
Be careful not to harm her.
I've got this. Pom Pom, go and get the first aid kit.
Going, gone! This must be when the crew first found me. I don't remember a thing. What's going on? How come we're back at the start? It's the messenger. She's interfering with your movements again.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward. Don't look back. Keep going forward.
Anytime someone's like messing with your memories, always do the opposite of what they're telling you to do. Okay, I can't actually go back. Alright, never mind. Usually to break out of like a cycle, you would like go the opposite way they're telling you to.
It seemed like that kid was trapped in ice, but the substance doesn't share the same physical properties. How bizarre. The crystals show at least 6 structures under differing conditions. 6 phased ice. The galaxy really is an enigma.
Oh, we're back.
Of course, I hope we can take her in. Or, rather, I can offer a conclusion based on the most basic of moral judgments. Now that we've found her, we have to look after her. But, naturally, I'm concerned about whether or not
this places the Astral Express in any danger.
The Astral Express welcomes everyone. Don't worry. Do what you feel is right, and Pom-Pom will take care of the rest.
Thanks. I feel more at ease now. I just hope she'll have a good time on the Express and not feel too alienated from the rest of us.
Stop worrying so much. Pom-Pom will say it again. The Astral Express welcomes everyone.
So it looks like we just need to go through one more time to talk to Don Hong. Yep.
Everyone agreed to take you in. I'm in exile. And by the look of things, you might not have a home to go back to either. But you're on the Express? Nobody is alone. Miko said that your vitals were all stable. She just didn't know when we'd regain consciousness.
It's gonna be plot twist. We all thought Don Hong was going to leave the Express because of when they introduced his 5-star form in the background of it. Watch March be the one to leave.
The Interferer has been thwarting your progress this whole time. Maybe the only way for you to find your past is to take a step back.
See, this is what I was trying to do earlier when you actually heard her voice. Is like, go forward, don't look back, was to go backwards. But the game was like, you're going too fast.
Don't look back. Keep going forward. I get it. If I do the exact opposite, I'll find my way out. You're a true genius, March. As soon as you open this door, the Matrix of Prescience will start calculating your past whenever you're ready. Is this my room? I didn't get a chance to tidy up. Don't judge.
It doesn't look like your Astral Express booth.
This is your room? That block of ice in the center. Has it always been there?
Oh wait, no it is.
Ice? This must be the foreign object. Looks like our exploration has reached its final stage. I will confirm one last time. Are you sure you wish to keep exploring your past? Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, so this right here was being said by the Garden of Recollection person.
Master Diviner?
Memory.
She's busy running the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
You again? What I do with my past is none of your business. Why do you have to make things so difficult?
Please, trust the Garden of Recollection. Everything I'm doing is for your protection.
You don't protect people by imprisoning them.
We know. If you are truly set on learning about your past, then come with me. I'll show you the origin that you seek. I hope that you will refrain from exploring any further than this. Trust me when I say, nothing good can come of it. There it is, your origin. Your life unfolds from this point on, full of unique experiences and adventure. What happened prior is meaningless to you. The value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future.
Other than getting to see herself in the ice, March already knows all of this. She's trying to get past this.
The eagle returns from an unsuccessful hunt. The sailor avoids the course they know to be dangerous. And you, my child, should come to learn that the past is just an illusion.
Wonder if that's double meaning, that the Garden of Recollection lady actually is her mother. And that's why she's so insistent on being on the Express and like taking care of the members, is maybe that. Also, I hope I don't get flagged for this. Everything's being covered.
But your experiences now will be remembered forever. It is time to say goodbye. Here, a parting gift for you. I look forward to our next encounter.
Wait! Hold on!
You could hear the ice crinkling. Oh, and this changed to the random one that it used to be.
Miss Fushuen, why did the simulation just cut off like that? I don't know. Before I could figure out what was going on, it spat me out.
And the Matrix of Prescience stopped at precisely the same moment. March, I lost sight of you once you touched that block of ice. What happened?
It's kinda hard to explain.
March and Fushuen try their best to recount everything that just happened. You also tell them about the messenger. Oh, we can tell them now about...
So, that mysterious girl was really a messenger of the Glowswather?
Glowswather? You mean Fuli the Remembrance? Are they the Aeon connected to my past?
No, it's too early to draw such a conclusion. All I can say is that it was very likely an Aeon that sealed away your memories. But not necessarily Fuli. When the messenger spoke of protection, perhaps she meant the following. By sealing away your memories, the Glowswather wasn't attempting to harm you, but to shield you from the memories themselves.
It's not so bad. At least I know it has to do with the Garden of Recollection, right?
Hey, that is true. Elide is better than what she had before.
It seems like retrieving memories is beyond the operational spectrum of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima.
That's alright. You've helped me so much already, Master Diviner. I owe you a big one.
If you'll excuse me, I must organize an inspection of the Matrix. Fingers crossed there's no damage done.
We'll leave you to it then. Run. If we broke something, there'll be a huge bill to pay.
I love March. The river Lethe tastes bitter. Tastes bitter. So, in Greek mythology, there is a river, I believe it's in the underworld, called the Lethe, that people drink out of, that erases all their memories of the past. So that's probably what that's a reference to. Okay, so we went about 20 minutes over, but I say that we made pretty good progress. I have no pulls. That's all I'm gonna get. And so we are back exactly where we were last time, except we are missing the Todd quest. And so it looks like we can get about 2 companion missions done. So we might be able to get all of the stuff done on this Friday then. And so we have done all the exploration. We have, once we get these companion missions, we'll have all of these done. I will make sure to check that there are no new side quests around, but if not, we will be done this Friday. And then I'll just keep an eye on it to make sure there's no new content, because we'll just do it as it comes up. But that means that this Sunday, we will be able to start Genshin. And so you can see the mess that is my Genshin account. It is nowhere near as neat as my Honkai Star Rail account is. But that should be fun. We still have a few more days before Zhongli's banner ends, so we'll see if I can get him to C3, which is the dream, the goal, to get him to C6 eventually, and to get his polearm to R5. But it won't be anytime soon. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching. For those of you who came at this separate time, thank you so much. And for those who are watching it later on YouTube, thank you for that too. I hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely night, and that your week is going well. And goodbye.